for the first true FNCS. First thing I'm going to be talking about is an overview, bringing it to top 17 down to first place, which shows that this is a very placement heavy tournament. That means that the games are going to be very stacked. From previous experiences, there are some games with Surge and in less stacked lobbies, some that aren't, but progressively get more stacked while gaining points. Eliminations are only worth 1 point, meaning that they aren't that valuable to go for aggressive plays, meaning you should be playing for the endgame. This season there are only 2 qualifier weeks instead of 3, since there are more reboot round games last FNCS. After the 3 qualifier weeks, 99 teams qualify off heats from series points, but it's now the top 66 teams split into 2 heats. On the first day, the top 4 teams from Heat 1 will advance to the grand finals, and the top 4 teams from Heat 2 will qualify as well. As well as Epic's goal, this was to bring adrenaline, rush and excitement that reboot rounds always bring every season. But with this new update, it won't be as exciting, seeing 12 plus winners per game. 12 plus winners, preference yes. Another thing that they change is that the top 3 teams in grand finals will not get an automatic spot for next FNCS, meaning that trios like Epic, will have to go through the whole qualifier stage and work from the bottom to the top. You need to be in Champions League to play FNCS, and this season it's 7,500 points for Champions League, meaning that a lot of bad players from previous seasons will not be able to compete this season. This also means that there's going to be more stacked games, and if you're struggling to gain arena points and you want to be able to play FNCS, you can watch loads of videos on loads of people's channels on how to gain points in Season 8. Now I'm going to be going into the specifics of each round and how you should play FNCS. Round 1 should be the one that you're most aggressive in because it consists of everyone that is in Champions League, meaning that you're going to be going against some bad players. You need to be getting some consistency and rack up placement points, because qualification is usually around 105 to 130 points. In around every region, round 2 is definitely much harder than round 1, because tens of thousands of teams are eliminated, and it's cut down to around the top 1500 in EU and NA East. You need to be playing placement and going for the win to reach each round 3. Round 3 is basically a simulation of round 4, except that there will be around 10 to 20 teams that are not around full caliber. Round 4 is obviously set lobbies, where you drop spot and play the same loot route, Surge, path and everything else that game. Surge is a really big problem starting in round 2 with 3, and I want to give you guys different tips for not worrying about being hit by Surge. First thing to do is always position yourselves as soon as possible in any zone. By doing this, you are giving yourself more time to find more tags on more teams that are rotating in late. Another thing to do is get tags on when you see a team fighting, which is third partying, and they're getting lobby focus, meaning that there might be a dead body that you can get some tags on. And the final thing is to get max damage when you knock someone. This is pretty obvious, but most people always rush to get their finishes. But instead, what you can do is have one teammate hold the body, and the other person with the heaviest hitting gun goes for a headshot to finish and get the max Surge shot. If you're looking to qualify off the heats of series points, you're going to have to either make it to round 3 in both weeks and place very highly, or make it to round 4 in 1 week, in round 3 and then another week. Although it's a tough task, but you can, with the right teammates and good practice, it's definitely doable. That right about there wraps up the video, guys, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a subscribe and see you in the next one. Peace.